Alright, so we're back. So it's an hour and a half later. And can you look in the pot? So what we've done is we've cooked down all the tomatoes. And then what I did was I took an immersion blender and I ground everything up. Made it nice. Now, all you people that have been sitting on the edge of your seats, waiting for the secret ingredient.
We don't have anybody watching it.
That's okay. It's going on YouTube.
Okay.
The secret ingredient is this. Baking soda. Put it in here. I want everybody to see what happens. Watch it bubble. So in the first part of this video, I told you that I'm going to make a sauce that anybody can eat. People that can't eat red sauce because their stomach hurts can eat this red sauce. So what I do, I put about a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda into the pot. See it bubbling? And what it's doing is it's neutralizing the acid. Changes the flavor and neutralizes it so it doesn't hurt people with tender tummies.
Did I miss blending?
Yes, you missed the blending. So those of you who joined late, what we did was we took the immersion blender and we just kind of sat there and ground it up. Everything is nice and smooth.
What if you can't afford an immersion blender?
Immersion blenders are like 39 bucks. And if you cannot afford one, then I guess if you have a blender or a food processor, you could do it in batches. The immersion blender makes it a lot quicker. But a blender or a food processor, any of that works just nice. So, sauce is about ready. Now, the chicken. So, what we did with the chicken is we put it in a brine. Brine is salt water. Why did we put it in a brine? So we put it in a brine, and what it does is the salt water is on the outside and it forces all the juice to come in the inside. Anybody ever been to Popeyes or Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yeah.
And their chicken is so juicy. And it's so juicy because they brine it. And it forces all that juice to go in there. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we got a chicken breast here. I trimmed it, cut off all the fat. Now we're just going to pound it. So once you can hear me, I'll tell you why I'm doing this.
Smack that chicken.
I'm smacking that chicken.
Oh.
All right. So the reason.
What kind of chicken?
Chicken breast, just regular old chicken breast. So the reason why we did that is what we did was we broke down the protein structure and just kind of loosened it up. And for those who joined us on the first show and we learned about prosciutto, that 2 years of aging that broke down the protein structure, what we did is we broke it down pretty quickly. So now we have our chicken, and I need a knife. So as to not bore you, we did 2 more. And what we'll have is we'll have 6 pieces of chicken for the chicken Parmesan. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bread this stuff. Let me get where you guys can see. Collar hole. Italian breadcrumbs. Okay? Okay. All right. So what we did was our audience member is causing havoc behind the scenes. That's real nice. All right, so. All right. So what you want to do when you want to bread something, because we're going to fry this, we have a fryer outside, and what you want to do is you want to dry the meat first. Alright, so watch this. So what we're going to do is, well, I didn't put my breadcrumbs. We're live on air, so sorry, we have audience members trying to come live on air. We're filming a show here. Alright. So what you want to do is you want to dry the meat. Flour, I put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. Okay, dry it. A little bit of egg wash. And then the Italian seasoning.
Can you use any breadcrumbs?
You can. You can use panko breadcrumbs, which makes a thicker crust. Or you can use just standard breadcrumbs. You can actually take a loaf of bread that's been sitting out. So for instance, we have a loaf of French bread here that we bought today.
Can you bake it?
Yeah, you can bake it. Won't be quite as crunchy and yummy, but you can do that. But going back to the breadcrumbs, you can take some old bread that's kind of hard, and you can stick it in a food processor and make it, and you just grind it up and it makes breadcrumbs. Put whatever seasoning you want. All right. All right, so while we're doing this, I'm going to talk about the pasta. So I told you guys we were going to make homemade pasta, and we are. So what I did was I took a cup and 3/4 of flour, 3 eggs, 3 large eggs, and 2 tablespoons of water. And put that into the mixing bowl over there. And if you have a KitchenAid, you put this paddle on, and you paddle it for about 30 seconds to a minute. And after it starts to stick together, then you put the dough hook. Now the thing about pasta, when you're making noodles, is it has to be just right. 1 tablespoon of water can make the difference between pasta and yuck. So what you're looking for is, as that mixer is mixing, you want it to barely stick together. Not doughy, just barely stick together. Oh, I'm sorry, we're doing a live TV show here. So once I got it mixed, I kneaded it with the machine for 2 minutes. And then after 2 minutes, I just put some plastic on it and I let it sit for about 30 minutes. Okay, down to our last 2. Now what I did is the water that I had left over from the tomatoes, I'm just letting that boil, and the pasta's going to go right into that. And you know what? I said something one day. I said, I bet you that I can cook pasta from scratch faster than somebody could take a supermarket pasta and cook it. And it's true. The supermarket pasta takes about 10-15 minutes to cook. That fresh pasta, which tastes much nicer, once you put it in fresh, straight from the machine, and I'm going to show you guys that, cooks in about 2 minutes. Fresh, wholesome, no preservatives, and yummy. Look at this. I look like the Hulk. Alright, so all that's breaded. So now, hold on, I gotta get dehulkified. So for all you kids in TV land, I'm gonna summarize what we're gonna do here.
Hulk hungry.
Yeah, this Hulk's hungry too. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a casserole dish. We're going to spoon some of our sauce in here. All right. We're going to make the pasta, and we're going to boil it up, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take that chicken, I'm going to put it in a fryer. You put it in the fryer till it's golden brown, and then you let it sit, you're good. You put it on here, I'm going to put a piece of provolone cheese on each piece, some more sauce, and then I'm going to put Parmesan Reggiano on top, put it in the oven at 350. Just till it starts to brown a little bit, and the dinner is served.
The pasta.
What's that?
Time to make the pasta.
Time to make the pasta. All right. So, come on, camera lady. So this is the pasta that I made about 20 or 30 minutes ago. Okay. What I do, if you have a KitchenAid, these things are wonderful. You can also do the hand crank. You're going to get these things into what they call walnut sized pieces. Alright, just kind of guess it. Your dough should be not sticky, not dry where it falls apart. That's where it gets back into that water that I was telling you guys about. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, after I get a couple things of pasta out, we are going to close the show, because you've got all the tools that you need. You don't need to know how to do that. Come on, we just throw it in the fryer, fry it till it's golden brown, we stick it on the casserole dish, and we're done. Alright. So we're going to turn our mixer on. Just dropping in the walnuts.
Yummy.
Yummy is right. Chef Jim Stinky may have made a mistake. I may have forgot to put it into the twister. Oh. Hold up. Yep. Hold up. Everybody just chill for a second.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some stinky in it.
Chef Jim Stinky made a mistake. See, children, on TV,
Chillin'.
and TV, this is why they have producers. I forgot to put the thing that makes the stuff come out. That's okay.
We're getting a lot of parts from that.
Yeah, I bet so. All right. Look, we all make mistakes, right? We're just having a little fun here. This is how we do on Jim Stinky's Cooking Show. All right. Let's see if it does a little bit better now. Maybe yes, maybe no. All right, everybody. Oh, never mind. Hold on.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by.
All right, let's see if we get this going here.
There, I see it. Production issues.
Thank you, everybody. There we go. Now we got some pasta coming out.
Pasta is born.
Put us a little bit of flour here. Look at that beautiful pasta. So from this, you can take this and stick it straight into the pot. Roll and boil, 2 minutes, tops. See, just cut it off. Beautiful pasta. So, not to bore you guys, we are going to sign off. Thank you for joining Jim Stinky's cooking show. Until next time, out.